My name is Mark Fitzgerald. I'm the co-owner of Kelowna High Performance. Our primary business is off-season training for hockey players. It's a sport that involves a frictionless surface. The one big thing that is unique is the skates, right? So it plays into a lot of what we do from an ice perspective. You have to be able to be strong and powerful, but you have to have an engine that allows you to continue to play over the full 60 minutes of the sport. You're building a very specific kind of athlete. The uniqueness of it becomes very apparent, right? The skill of skating, how these athletes were taught how to skate impacts how they're able to move. Like we've said before, we have some athletes 6'8" down to 5'1", so that nuance of size and leverage and levers and all plays into our training and how we choose and what we choose to do. I find that some athletes respond well to a typical dynamic warm-up or groundwork or what have you, but sometimes you do need different stimulus, and I think with Hytro BFR, like that's what that's giving us. It's giving us a different type of feedback. It's giving us a very targeted type of feedback, whether it's an isometric hold or some body weight movements, whatever that looks like. It just amplifies those movements a little bit more, and it allows us to kind of prepare the athlete in a different way, in a stimulus that they're maybe not used to. We have our athletes wear the Hytro shorts and engaging the shorts in their 10 to 15 minute warm-up once they get on the ice. What that does for me is, I call it a table setter. We're getting the body ready and primed for the real work of the practice or the real work of the session by just having that minimal restriction while they're still kind of moving through warm-up drills and kind of lighter activities. And then they're easily enough, they can just take the tension off and take the resistance away, and they can kind of continue with their on-ice sport. And Hytro allows us to affect that and affect the quality of work, and I think that's probably one of the best ways that we've utilized it here at KHP. The off-season keeps getting shorter. We've had a couple athletes that have been fortunate enough to either win or play in the Stanley Cup, and that means they're not getting to us until early to mid-July. So our training window just shrinks like crazy. So any advantage that we can have or use at our disposal, and I think that's where Hytro and the BFR comes in, is it becomes something that's a force multiplier. We can get more done with minimal exposure as opposed to just adding more volume and load, which I think always has other consequences. And with Hytro it's just an easy exposure, right? And the feedback that we get is extremely positive around how the athletes feel and how they feel they can perform. And to us, it just opens up another door, and especially in the summer, because so many of our athletes, they just want to go. They want to be pushed. They want to do that, and it's our job to make sure that we're following the game plan and we're not just pushing for the sake of pushing.